Good morning, cadets. Let's revise the poem The Kite. And this is the second poem in the textbook Honeysuckle. Who is the poet? Harry Bain. What is the title of the poem? The Kite. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's a new. With a dive and dip, it snaps its tail, then soars like a ship. So this kite, which is a new kite, looks very bright when the sky is very blue. That means when the sky is quite clear, at that time, the kite, which is very new, will look quite bright, will look quite beautiful. With a dive and dip, it will be moving like waves. It moves like waves. With a dive and a dip, so it's a diving, so it's a going up and then dipping, it's coming down. It snaps its a tail. And with the use of the tail, it's making lot of noise, it's making lot of sound. Then soars like a ship. Then it will suddenly go up like a ship. Though it has only a sail. So with a single sail, how in the sea ship moves, similar way the kite will rise into the sky using a single string. As over tides of wind it rises, climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest as wind falls. As over tides of wind it rides. So it's riding the wind, it will depend upon the wind. So as the wind becomes strong, it pulls more strings from the roll to rise it higher and higher. So it will climb up and up. So it will climb to the highest point, to the crest. So the kite flies over the tides and hilltops. But when the wind blows slowly, the kite seems still, then seems to rest as wind falls. So when the wind starts blowing slowly, then the kite starts resting. It seems still in the sky. When string goes slack when it starts loosening because the wind starts blowing slowly. You wind it back. Then what will you start? You will start rolling it back, winding back the string and run until a new breeze blows and you start running till the time the wind is blowing faster again. When the wind blows again, the kite again soars up in the sky. Then again it will start going up in the sky, soaring up in the sky, going higher and higher in the sky. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's a new. So when it's a new kite, yes, it looks very bright, it looks very beautiful in the clear sky, which is quite blue. So blue it is referring to sky. But a raggeder thing, but ugly thing, very bad thing, that is, you never want to see that when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. So when it starts fluttering, when it is caught, the string is caught there in the top of a tree. So here, how bright does a kite looks on the clear blue sky? It may be very bright, it may be very beautiful, the poet concludes, and here concluding line, we never look at it when the kite gets torn badly, when it flaps on the treetop, and we never bother about that. When it starts fluttering, when it starts flapping there in the top of a tree. So let's look at the synonyms and antonyms. Snap, the synonymous words break, crack. Antonyms, difficulty, hold, slack, loose, flexible. Antonyms: tight, inflexible, soar, rise, so soaring, going higher and higher, rising, mounting, climbing, descend, coming down and drop. Vital, very important. Essential, very important. Necessary. And the opposite words are minor, inessential, insignificant, hazy, blurry, cloudy. So hazy, not very clear. It's a blur. So blurry, cloudy. And the opposite words are bright, clear. Let's go to the exercise on this poem. List out the action words in the poem. So you have to find out the action words. And we have studied parts of speech. And what are action words? Verbs are action words. And here you have to find out those action words. Find out the meanings of these words. And you have to find out the meanings of these words. Dive. So you know somebody dives in water. Dive. Dip. Go down in water. Snaps. Breaks here. Here snaps. But here it's making noise here. Moving with noise. Snapping. Then some other words which are there in the poem. Rides. Climbs. Pulls. Falls. Blows. Flaps. So these are all action words that we come across in this poem. Then let's go to the second question. You can try to find out their meanings in the dictionary. Those are all simple words, but those who are from Kannada medium and Hindi medium, you can try to find their meanings in dictionary. Then soars like a sheep. Then soars like a sheep, goes higher up in the air like a ship. So there is a comparison here. And we are going to study about important figure of speech, that is simile. Now here what is compared? Let's try to understand. The movement of the tailless kite is compared to a ship with a sail. Then soars like a ship with only a sail. So what is that? There is only a sail there. And it is trying to go up. How the ship moves up. So ship moves on the crest. So in the wave, how it is moving like that. With the help of the sail, it is going up. But here let's look at this line. Soars like a ship. Then soars like a ship. So here is kite is compared to a ship. Now this figure of speech or this poetic device is called simile. So there is a direct comparison, and when we use like or as, we call that figure of speech simile. So there are many examples of similes given here. Now he runs like a cheetah, he runs like a tiger, or he runs like a deer. So you are comparing him, you are comparing a person with the deer, you are comparing a person with cheetah. He runs very fast. So here, when you are comparing directly with the use of like, then we call it as a simile. So there is a direct comparison. So here, kite is compared with a ship. So therefore, it is a simile. Which figure of speech it is? It is a simile. The question will be asked, which figure of speech is used in these lines? And which figure of speech is used? Simile is used. He eats like a hog. He eats like a pig. He eats like a pig. So here is compared with a pig. His eating habit is compared with a pig. So that's why it's a simile. She sings like a cuckoo or she sings like a nightingale. Her singing skills or her singing is compared to a bird. It shines like sun. It shines like a sun. It shines like a star. It flies. Now next we'll go to the next question here. It flies like what? It flies like a bird. It flies like a bird. It flies like an aeroplane. Okay, so again you can compare that. So these are the all examples of simile. And what is simile? Simile is figure of speech. It's a poetic device in order to attract, make it attractive, in order to attract the attention of the reader. The poet uses these devices. Yes, these devices are called figures of speech. And one figure of speech which you are studying here is simile. Now try to make a kite with your friends. So this will be an exercise which you do that activity for you. You have to make a kite with your friends, collect the things required such as color paper, newspaper, thread, glue, a thin stick that can be bent. After making the kite, see if you can fly it. So make a kite, yes, and fly the kite. That is activity for you. You have studied the poem The Kite. Let's enjoy other poems on the kite. Okay, so can you see here? What can you see here? Kite. And what this boy is telling. I often sit and wish that I could be a kite up in the sky. This kid is wishing. What is he wishing? He wishes that why not he be a kite up in the sky and fly up in the sky. So he wants to be like a kite. I'm quite sure you might be wishing like a kite, fly in the air. Yes, enjoy that breeze. Yes, how happy you'll be when you will be like a bird flying there up in the air, looking at the beautiful landscape, beauty of nature. Yes, and you are there amidst the clouds. Use your imagination. You can try to write the poems on the kite too. I often sit and wish that I could be a kite up in the sky and ride upon the breeze and go whichever way I chance to blow. And ride upon the breeze, I will be riding upon the wind, light wind. I'll be over that wind, I'll be going along with the wind, go whichever way I get the chance to. So, whichever way it will be blowing. Yes, I'll be blown in that direction. The wind will be blowing and I'll be blown in that direction, whichever way I chance to blow. Such a beautiful poem. I'm quite sure you will also wish to become like this kid. Yes? Blow. So let's learn some of the words. Winds blow. And breeze is a light wind, pleasant wind. Breeze. Zephyr also we call them. Call it very pleasant wind, chanced, had an opportunity, and kite, sit. I can fly a kite. Yes, you can make this kind of simple sentences. I can fly a kite. Yes, can shows the ability. I can fly a kite. I love to sit under a tree, particularly during summer season. You love to sit under a tree. So simple sentences which you can always make in order to learn. Yes. Now we are going to study the second poem, which is also on the kite. So let's read this poem. Let's enjoy this poem. Now, here the poet is expressing the fearful nature of a little kite. So, how the little kite learned to fly. That is the title of this poem. And here, the fearful nature of a little kite. I thought of selecting this poem because all of your little children, little kites for us, who wants to fly high in the sky. So there's a little kite you want to achieve something great in your life. You have to fly high, come out with flying colors, scale new heights. So initially this little kite was afraid to fly high into the sky. and it was quite pessimistic. It was afraid. But later on, with the motivating words of the big kite, he gathered courage and learned to fly slowly. Finally, he successfully learned to fly high in the whirling sky. So I'm quite sure many of you are interested to read a lot of books. But let's enjoy even the poems. So you can start, yes, reading the poems, writing the poems, enjoying the poems. So let's read this poem, very motivating poem. I never can do it, the little kite said. I can never do it. So this little kite is very much afraid. And since this little kite is very much afraid, what does this little kite say? I never can do it. I can't do it. I can never do it. The little kite said as he looked at the others high over his head. As this little kite looked up at the other kites, were flying freely in the sky over his head. So there were so many kites, very big kites. They were flying there over his head. You know that there are many who have achieved greatness. You can too achieve that greatness. I know I should fall if I try to fly. So the little kite thought that he would fall if he tried to fly. Try, said the big kite, only try. Try, try, that's a mantra. So the big kite was encouraging him and asking him to try. You must have seen many videos too. You have to keep on trying, then you'll become successful. Or I fear you never will learn at all. See, I'm quite sure many of you, those who are from Kannada medium, those who are from Hindi medium, you may be afraid, oh, others, they know English well. I will not be able to do well. Don't worry about all that. You all will be able to score very well in the examination. You all will pick up English well. You all will have command over the language, proficiency over English language. I fear you never will learn at all. If you don't try, you will never learn. So if you give up, you will never learn to go up. But the little kite said, I'm afraid I'll fall. Whenever you fall, you should always ride. But the little kite was still afraid, and he thought that he would fall. The big kite nodded, ah, well, goodbye. And the big kite ignored his words. And what did it say? It bid him goodbye. I'm off, and he rose towards the tranquil sky. And he said, I'm off, I'm going. And he rose towards the tranquil sky. He rose towards that sky, pleasant sky, peaceful sky. It went very high there. Then the little kite's paper stirred at the side. When that little kite saw what happened, the sight of the big kite flying into the vast sky made the little one stir with fright. So there was a fright, yes, it was feeling frightened. And trembling, he shook himself free for flight. And it was getting frightened. But despite all that, it shook himself and it wanted to fly. Then what happened? First whirling, it was all alone. The big kite had gone, whirling and frightened. Then braver grown. So what has happened suddenly? The feeling came in it. He gathered courage. He managed to gather courage. Up he rose through the air alone. Alone, bravely, he was going up, soaring high in the air, till the big kite, looking down, could see the little one rising steadily. The big kite could see the little one was flying. Unwaveringly, it was not afraid now. Then how the little kite thrilled with pride, and it felt with pride. It was a thrilling experience. You have to venture out. That's why it's called adventure. You have to scale new, yes, areas. Venture out, find out new ways, and then you'll find that you'll become very successful one day. Then how the little kite thrilled with pride as it sailed with the big kite side by side. And this made the little kite feel happy, proud, and excited as he was now having the companion that was of a big kite that flew up in the air. Well, far below he could see the ground and the boys like small spots moving around. So far below, what did he see? He saw the boys who appeared like small spots moving around. They rested high in the quiet air, and both of them tried to relax during their flight in the sky. And what they were seeing, birds and clouds were there, so they were their companions. Oh, how happy I am, the little kite cried. And all because I was brave and tried. If you're courageous, if you're brave, if you're adventurous, then definitely you'll come out with flying colors. You will be successful. You will be ready to face the challenges of this modern world. Be brave, be courageous. अजीत है, अभी है